Laws on poison. The acts related to poison, first and foremost, is the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, the Drug and Cosmetic Rules 1945, the Pharmacy Act 1948, the Drug Control Act 1950, Drugs and Magic Remedies Act 1954, Narcotic Drugs and Psychoactive Substances Act 1985. And we will be discussing regarding only the salient features relating to this act. And first and foremost is Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, and it has been amended in 1964 also. And the salient features of this act is it regulates import, manufacture, the distribution and the sales of all kind of drugs, and it also ensures the control of the quality, the purity and the strength of drugs. And any patency should be displayed on the label on or otherwise on the container, and also it should enclose the list of ingredients on it. And this act is empowered the central government to form drug technical advisory board and also to establish central drugs laboratory to help and also to advise the both central and state governments. In 1945, and it has been framed under Drug Act 1940, and almost similar to, and herein they give procedures for central drugs laboratory and appointment of licensing authorities, and also to regulate manufacture, distribution and sales of drugs, and they also classified drugs into schedule, and under each schedule where a group of drugs have been listed in. These schedules have been for the categorization of the particular agent, and the word Schedule C stands for biological and special products. Schedule E stands for list of poisons. Schedule F stands for vaccines and sera. Schedule G for hormone preparations. Schedule H the other drugs to be sold only on the prescription of the registered medical practitioner. Schedule J wherein there should not be any advertisements regarding the drugs that have been mentioned in Schedule J. Schedule L stands for antibiotics, antihistamines and other recent chemotherapeutic agents have been classified under Schedule L. And they also instruct the pharmacist to maintain a prescription register wherein the serial number of the entries, date of supply, and the name and the address of the prescriber, name and address of the patient to whom a drug has been issued in, and the name of the drug and the preparation and the quantity, followed by the name of the manufacturer, the batch number, the date of expiry of the potency in a schedule, in cases of Schedule C and L, to be described in a prescription register, and also a signature of a qualified person who is about to supply the medicine should also be documented in the prescription register. And here the both Schedule H and L drugs must not to be sold as a retail except only on the prescription issued by a registered medical practitioner. The Act 1948, and it was being passed and for better provisions to regulate the profession of pharmacies and also to constitute central and state councils of pharmacies to allow only registered pharmacists to compound or to prepare or to mix and dispense any medicines on the prescription of medical practitioner. Drugs Control Act 1950, and one of the major objective is to control the sale, supply and distribution of drugs, and also to issue cash memos for the sale and marking prices and exhibiting list of prices of drugs and their stocks. And it also provides a power to fix the maximum prices of any drug which may be charged by the dealer or the producer. The Act, Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, and which has been enacted in the year 1954. One of the major objectives of this act is to ban advertisements which can offend the decency or the morality and also to prevent self-medications and the treatment which can result in harmful effects. And here, ads in any form, newspaper or issuing in a pamphlet or posting in a social media or otherwise advertisements in televisions, radios, and any other platforms have been completely banned in. And examples, any drugs that have been used for procuring abortions or drugs to prevent conception have been banned in. And other examples, drugs to increase sexual potencies, drugs to correct menstrual disorders, and treatment of venereal disease have been completely prohibited. If there been any breach, then the individuals or the institutions can be punished in. Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act, which has been enacted in 1985, and following it has been amended. Amendments have been made in year 1989 and 2001, and it repeals three acts: Opium Act of 1857 and 1878, and the Dangerous Drug Act of 1930. And the major objective is to consolidate and amend existing laws relating to narcotic substances, and also to strengthen existing laws relating to narcotic drugs. And it also prohibits usage of drugs for abuse, and also enhance the punishments, and particularly for illegal trading offences and its usage. This act also defines two such terminologies. First and foremost is narcotic drug, and narcotic drug, it means a cocoa leaf, a cannabis, opium, poppy, and also all drugs manufactured from them. Secondly, psychotropic substances, it means any substances either existing in natural or in synthetic forms, or any salt preparations or any such preparations from those substances or any material that have been listed as psychotropic substances. And also it also includes the derivatives as listed, and examples like amphetamines and diazepam. Punishment: if any person either produces, transports, import, sells, purchase, or use of any of narcotic substance or psychotropic substances. For the first offense, you will be punished with a rigorous imprisonment greater than 10 years, which may even extend up to 20 years, and fine up to fine greater than 1 lakh. And for the punishment of subsequent or the second offense, wherein rigorous imprisonment greater than 15 years, and which may even extend up to 30 years, and fine is from 1.5 lakh to 3 lakh rupee. Aspects of poisoning, and first and foremost, all the IPC governing or related to poisoning have been discussed. And first and foremost, poison and IPCs, and IPCs first and foremost 272 to 75 relating to any sort of adulteration or selling of any noxious material, food, it inclusive of food or drinks. And 272 adulteration of food and drink intended for sale. 273 sale of noxious food or drink. 274 adulteration of drugs, and 275 sale of adulterated drug, and 275 sale of drug as in a different drug or prescription. IPC 284, it deals with negligent conduct with respect to poisonous substances, and a punishment here it is 6 months of imprisonment or fine of 1,000 or both. Example, here in a housemaid leaves in a toilet cleaner in a acid, and she is being negligent on, she has kept on the table, and wherein a young child had an access, and he thinks that it is water, and he consume it, and he become ill health, and here housemaid can be sued under section 284 IPC. 277, punishment for fouling of water to the public spring or the reservoir, and 278, punishment for voluntarily making the atmosphere noxious to health. And other IPCs from the previous chapters: 299, an act of culpable homicide, an act of murder, 299 and 300 respectively, and even individual can be sued under even 304 A IPC, causing death by an act of negligence. 324, voluntarily causing hurt by a dangerous weapon or means, and 326, 328, again relating to grievous hurt, and 336, an act endangering life or the personal safety of others, 337, causing hurt by endangering life or the personal safety of others, and 388, causing a grievous hurt. IPC, wherein voluntarily causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapon or by any means, and here first few lines towards other instruments and causing cut injury, stab injury, and other, and the relation between poisoning and dangerous weapon herein by means of any poison or any corrosive substances, and any deleterious effect to human body, to inhale, to swallow, or to receive in blood, or by means of an animal, and it constitutes as a injury caused by a dangerous weapon and causing grievous hurt, and it leads to IPC 326 implication. Thank you so much for your patient listening. If there have been any doubts, query relating to the content of the video, kindly address those issues in comment section below, or otherwise check through any of the social media links provided in description section. Thank you.